Hello, this is the Idiot Hammer, and welcome back to Space Engineers. This is the new improved Space Engineers from end of February. They came out of beta and released it, and along with that release, they did a major update. So we're going to play with the new update, and hopefully it's cool. Anyway, we're gonna try our Earth-like drop pod. Start with that. They do have some new blocks that we're going to check out and see how they work and play with, and they changed the way some stuff worked. So we are running let's start over. We are running a couple mods. We're hopefully running a no scrap for the battery mod. We're running a easy inventory because I like it, and we're running Whip's camera overlay. Any of those you can look up on the workshop and get them for yourself if you like them. And we are froze. Oh, no, we're not froze. Right. Damn it. We're going to land on the side of a hill again. Don't like landing on the side of a hill. Alright, so let's hop out of our little ship here. So if we take a look, this is the new drop pod versus the escape landing craft, whatever they had before. 4 engines on it, which are for some reason not enabled, not turned on. You're in your passenger seat with no remote, so you can't do anything. You got a beacon though. So tried and true. We have an O2 H2 generator on here. We're going to steal the hydrogen tank out of it for our jetpack. And the new block we have here, this is the survival kit. It acts as a mini medbay, mini refinery, and mini assembler. So the way this works is you put rock in, and you can select ingots. It'll make ingots out of the rock. You can make your basic tools, and you can make basic components. Nothing fancy. Can't make any motors or atmospheric motors because we don't have the tubes or the grids or anything like that in the basic one. So our first priority is to get some rock in this sucker and start wrong one. There we go. Get some rock in it and start playing. So for those who are new to the game, if you're watching this, down in the bottom left hand corner is your information bar. J opens the helmet. If we take a quick look at my guy here. So his helmet's closed right now, opened, so I can breathe. Next to that is the X button, which does your jetpack, turns it on and off. Can't see it, but the O turns off our broadcasting. So if you're on a multiplayer server or a PvP server and you don't want to get smacked around a little bit, you want to turn your broadcasting off so you're not telling them where you're at. And then L finally turns on our suit lights, which also works with ships. So the bars, the top one's your health, it's pretty self-explanatory. Your O2, your oxygen, same thing. Your energy is your suit energy, and your hydrogen is your hydrogen for your jetpack. You see the little bottle above the hydrogen bar means I have a bottle of hydrogen in my backpack, and you can do that with the oxygen as well. Then next to that you've got your speed and your dampeners. And dampeners are just gonna, let's turn jetpack on. Go up, we go down. Turn your dampeners on. You go up and you stay there. It holds you in place. So let's get some rock. I think we're a very good spot here, but oh well. Need some stone. Stone. We're digging down a little bit because if you do it in the dirt, you get a lot less stone. And we want a lot of stones. Turn our lights on so we can see what we're doing. Just gonna grab a ton of stone. Ton of stone. I find all the stone mining pretty tedious. I think it's a big stepping stone that might discourage some players. So anyway, the 4 ingots you get are gravel, iron, nickel, and silicon. That's all you get from that thing. If you want more, you need to make a refinery, which hopefully we're going to do here in a minute. First thing first. More stone. No, wrong way. Come back. Come back. So we want to build up a little bit of ingots in here. This will be a recurring theme, you'll see. Going back for more rock, more stone. Unfortunately. Alright, so first thing we're going to need is some steel plate. So let's do 100 steel plate. Oh, you hold down control, click, it's 10. You just click, it's 1. Let's see, so if you just click it one time, it's 1. If you hold it down, it's 10. If you hold shift down, it's 100. And if you hold control shift, it's 1,000. Okay? So we'll do 100 of those. 100 of those. 2, 3 of those. 100 of those. We're gonna need a bunch of those. And finally we'll do that. So let's grab some of these and we're gonna start laying out a base here. Ooh, there's a big lake over there. Nice. Well, I have a feeling we're gonna be going over there soon. But first we have to build a base so we can actually make some stuff. So block. This is a light armor block. If you want to change the shape of your block, there's different shapes you can choose. Use the mouse wheel and you can change it to all different shapes they have in the game. We're gonna go with the standard 4-sided cube here. We're gonna lay out 5 of these. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll see why we did that in just a sec. So the first thing that we need to worry about is more iron. Go down and get more stone. Where's our exit? Up there? No. Like that way. Whew. Got lost in my own cave.
Inventory full.
Make it so I can't run up it too. More stone. Recurring theme. More stone. First we're gonna do it here. Right. That in there. Go down and get more. I applaud them for making it seem more realistic in your whole survival experience thing. But it's still a pain in my butt. Trying to think what we're gonna need first. More stone.
Inventory full.
Your inventory is full. Now we can't get up at all. There we go. Production. Let's move that. Make my stuff first. I mean, we're gonna need those, so we'll stop it there. Alright, so we're gonna need some power for this base. We could set up solar panels. We cannot set up reactors, because first of all, we can't build them yet. Second of all, there's no uranium on planetoids. You gotta go to asteroids for that. So, we're gonna try out the new wind turbine that they put in the game for wind power. That's gonna take quite a... motors. It's gonna take quite a bit of construction material. That out. Oops. No, I only want like 20. That in there. We will go get more stone before we run out completely. Throw that in there. Clean up our mess. Stone, 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 stone. Bane of every miner's existence in this game. Oh, I couldn't fill it. Alright. Production. Run again. We did cook quite a bit of stuff in here though, so. See how much we can do on our wind turbine. We got it finished. Alright, so now we have power. Not a lot of power, but we do have power. So right next to that baby, we're going to build our basic assembler. Construction components, we need 10 more motors, a bunch of computers, and construction components. Components, lots of computers. Do the wrong one. 4 displays. Could be it. So while we're waiting, let's get some more stone. That's enough for a couple minutes here. Ooh, I had enough, barely. There. So we got our 20 motors. And a cough. See what we can complete with what we got. We need 17 production components. Knock those out pretty quick. Do we have any more stone to pick up down here? A little bit. Make it a lot. Have construction components, enough. Blaze. Hooters. More stone. Blaze. When I started the game, I upped the inventory capacity to ×3, and I upped the blocks to ×5 on the person, ×3 on the blocks, I believe. Just because it makes it easier. We'll need 45 computers. While we're waiting, more stone.
Inventory full.
Come on. Two more computers. Just make them. Okay, that's okay. Grab those, and we should have enough to make basic assembler. So we're gonna let this stuff burn out. And we are gonna grab Steel plates. Next thing we're going to need is a basic assembler or basic refinery. Sorry, refinery. And that takes a bunch of steel plates. Most of what it takes. So more stone. So something I found as a little trick for myself.
Inventory full.
Everything's picked up with F, right? While you're drilling, you hold down the F key. While you drill, you'll pick up a lot of them while you drill. And then you don't have to worry about trying to grab them off the ground as much. You still have to, but see what we can make. Got steel plate for sure. That's all we need for that. So we're going to move our O2 generator. Slap that up there. We might even slap that behind these. Basic refinery. Have a block on the other side. There's one side. There's the other side. Okay, so we're going to put our O2 generator behind the basic refinery. We don't really need to access it that much. Do this. Give me this first. Here. We'll need a large steel tube for that, so we'll have to make some, but so what we could do production, yeah. We got our basic assembler, which will make these better, quicker, faster. Steel tubes, large steel tubes. We need a couple more girders, a couple more of those, a couple more of those. Layer 2. And we'll need some of these later on. So that'll make it a little bit quicker. The plates for that. What we'll do here, since this is the only way I have to make ingots right now, goes out. We'll get more stone. Everybody loves the stone. So see, this is what I mean picking or holding F. See how my bar's filling up without me grabbing anything? As soon as they pop out in front, you'll grab some of them. Not super efficient, but it does work. And what I usually do is go until I'm full, and then you have a bunch to pick up on your next run. Do that, and we'll just make ingots out of it. Guess I could throw everything else in the stupid assembler so we could actually make stuff out of it. We're out of iron already. Holy cow. There. Put the iron here. How much more do we need? Oh, we're good here. Alright, so we got progression on. Nope, not that. Progression is on. Basic tech tree. Build this. These open up. Right? So we just built a refinery. Let's see if we can find it. Basic refinery opens up ore detector and drill. It also opens up the assembler and a refinery. And refinery opens up this stuff, including reactors. So let me give you a little clue here. Okay. So on the stuff that you need to build and you don't have to build, you can grind stuff down till it's below the red functional line and then re-weld it up. Oh, really? Did they just change that? Well, the gear worked, but the passenger seat didn't. Well, now it did. Huh. Well, you get my point. So we might be able to do that with like the ore detector. Get below the functional and re-weld it. Apparently we can build that already. How about this? Below the functional. Nope, can't weld it up. Oh, too bad. That would just make it so much easier. So we need steel plate, large steel tubes 2, motor. See what we got here. Do we have motors? Are we out of motors? Yeah, man. Make some motors. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we are going to render up our little ship over here and get the materials off it. I would recommend maybe if you're doing this first time and you're not really sure what you want to do, go ahead and use this ship as your first ship and just modify it. Bye bye, son. Just modify the heck out of it. But I don't like this ship, so I'm going to rebuild it. So what we're going to do is take out the materials we don't need, like the beacon. Can I weld the beacon? Oh, there we go. Can I weld the... Nope. So, that timer block out. Can I do the antenna now? Can, and now we got the block for it. We don't really have a storage area, so we're not gonna get too excited. This can go into our steel plates. What we need: steel plates, steel plates, steel plates. Production. We're still on steel plates. Yeah, these blocks are only one steel plate. Uh-oh. Energy is low. Still need 30 steel plate. So yeah, and that means, folks, more stone. Oh, I forgot to empty my inventory. I can put in there. Come on, stone. Here. Lots and lots of iron. Give it to me. Get 135 out of it. No, don't fall in the hole. Oh, we'll throw it in here. Get any steel plates out of this sucker? Remember how many we needed? That's all we're getting, so. Need 10. Get 10 off this stupid ship. 1, 2, 3. I lost count. Alright, so let's refill our energy. Takes forever with these small ones. Alright, so one steel plate. Dumb. Alright, so have our O2 generator, so let's move this, get it over here. Run into it face first. Put that, we'll put that, we'll refill that just while we're here. So now this O2 generator here is, we don't need. We're gonna grind the sucker down. Nothing inside of it. Get this first. Always clean up your mess, folks. I know we're strip mining the planets, but doesn't mean we have to be slobs. Alright. Grab this sucker here. That has metal grids in it. We like metal grids. Alright, so that one's done. The next and last thing we need to worry about is a survival kit on here, because we don't have enough to build a med bay. So we're going to grab a survival kit off of here. And we're going to face it so that the screen is facing out. We can still get to it. Go. Motor, display, and computer. Computer, display, motors. Okay, so what we need 2 motors and 3 metal components. Well, I know that this thing has 3 metal components in it, and it has 4 motors, so okay, we're good. Oh, there's motors there, dude. Empty some of this crap. Assembler. Alright, so as we do this, once we grind this down, we no longer have a respawn point, so we gotta be very careful not to die. Quit bouncing off. Alright, so get this welded up. Now we have another respawn point. We'll have to pipe this into our thingamajigger here. Our O2 generator. Excuse me. Oh, I had to cough again. So really, there's not much left on this ship that we need to worry about. So let's go ahead and grind it away. Get the top stuff first. Once we hit that gear, it's gonna fall and maybe roll away. So we'll grab our antenna. Grab our metal or ore detector. Those later. This gear's not attached to anything, so we'll get that. And we'll try to get the battery. Now I'm running a mod for no scrap when you power cells when you get the batteries. But I'm not sure it works. So let's give it a shot. I should have power cells in my inventory. I do! Yay! Right. Well, it didn't go too far off. Stuff away. Stone can go back in here. Alright, so besides falling in the hole, we've got our basic base set up. We have a respawn point, we have our assemblers, our refineries, and our survival kit in lieu of a medbay. Oh, and our O2 generator. It's behind though. I hate it. Power. We'll need more power to run the refinery. But our next step is to grind this sucker down and then find some resources. Some iron, hopefully. We'll need a bunch of iron. We'll need some cobalt and some nickel. That's the three most important things we have to find now. So rather than subject you to a boring mess of me grinding down and flying around trying to find resources, I'm going to do that off camera. So basically we'll see you next time, and hopefully you enjoyed the fun I'm having, as I am having fun. That's the whole point, and we will see you next time.